Okay, now let's just proceed to the second topic or to the next topic, which is the power of a power. Okay, so in this case, it's a little bit confusing because um, you will get confused when you're going to think about, or we're going to think how are you going to solve a particular power of a power if you are comfortable doing the addition and the multiplication. Okay, so it will just confuse you, but don't worry, you can just use the division of the power to each of the term of your um, this one of your monomial. Okay, so each of the variable you're going to distribute it as well as with your coefficient. Okay, you have the cube, right? It's the power of the power because we have a power here, but as you can see, we've got a parenthesis, the open and the close parenthesis. That means we're going to execute the third power of this term, okay, the whole term. So what are you going to do? So your third power, you're going to distribute it to your coefficient, right? And then you're going to distribute it again to your x variable or your variable x. And the next, you're going to distribute it to your y variable or the variable y, I'm sorry. Okay, so here, so what are you having now is just have 5 cube, all right? So you have x squared, right? But you need to distribute your cube there. So it's going to be like this, okay? And then the other one is y, your variable y. The fourth power, you're gonna perform the power outside. So how are you going to have the answer of this? Is by performing um, this one. Okay, 5 cubed is equals to 5 times 5 times 5. Again, your exponent will tell you how many times are you going to multiply the number by itself. So what I did here was I multiplied the 5 times 5 followed by another 5. So it says that you need to multiply it 3 times. So 5 times 5 is what? 25, right? And then 25 times another 5, your last 5 is 125. So that means 5 cubed is what? 125, all right? So let's just do the second one, which is your variable x. So in here, something like this, you can just multiply because when we're multiplying, do you still remember when we're multiplying the polynomials or the monomials? We're just going to add the degree of it. But if we're talking about the power of a power, all we need to do is just to multiply the degree. We're not going to add anymore because it's multiplication of monomials. But because we are working on the power of a power, you need to multiply the powers. So that means x, we're going to have 2, multiply it by 3. So the answer is x to the 6th power. Okay, don't be confused, right? When it's multiplication of monomials, you're going to add the degree. When you're going to do or execute the power of a power, you're going to multiply the degree. All right? So let's just have y to the fourth power. You multiply it with the cube. So what are you having here? Y 3 times 4 is 12. So you're going to arrange your answer. So that will be your final answer would be 125 x to the 6th power, y to the 12th power. So this must be your final answer. Okay, let's just have a recall. We're talking about polynomials, monomials, binomials, okay? When you're going to add a particular monomial, what are you going to do? So, you're going to have your variable as the same. The variable is the same. Why? Because you cannot add two variables that is not the same. Okay? You're going to add variables that is like or like like terms. They are like terms. Okay? Okay, so let's just say 2x squared plus 4x squared. So in this case, you can perform the addition. Why? Because your variables are the same. X squared and x squared are the same. So you can now perform 6x squared. Okay? Okay. When you're going to multiply, this is just a recap. When you're going to multiply monomials, polynomials, or binomials, multiplication, I'm sorry, I'm just tired the whole afternoon. Okay, multiplication. So what are you going to do is just to add the degree. So you need to add the degree. Okay, this is very important that you're going to distinguish the processes that you're going to, you know, to do. You're going to add and multiply and the power of the power. Okay, so in this case, you need to add a degree. Let's say, for example, I have 2 x squared, and then you multiply it with your 4x squared. Okay, maybe we can just say cube. Square or cube, it's just the same. I'm sorry. So maybe we can just take the square first. Okay, so you will not get confused. Okay, take the coefficient. What is your coefficient? 2 and 4, right? 2 times 4 is 8. And then you just copy the variable. What are you going to do with your degree? It says that you need to add a degree. So what are you going to do? 2 plus 2 is 4. So it is the answer for 2x squared. You multiply it by 4x squared. So what if we're holding 2x squared, you multiply it by 4x cubed? Because I don't want you to get confused because I already mentioned cube. Okay, so in this case, again, take the coefficient. The coefficient is 2, the coefficient is 4, so we've got 8. You maintain a variable. What are you going to do with your degree? You need to add a degree. Okay, that's a process. So 2 times 3 is 6. So the answer is 8x to the 6th power. So how about power of a power? This is the last topic. So in power of a power, what are you going to do? You're going to multiply the degree, right? So let's just say I have 2x squared. And then I have the power, which is cube. So what are you going to do? Distribute the power into each of the terms inside. Okay. So here I have, to the coefficient and to the variable. So in here I have 2 cube and then followed by my x squared cube. Okay, let's just extract this one. 2 cube is 2 times 2 times 2. I've got 4 times 2. I've got 8. So the answer is 8. 2 cube is 8, right? So here, because this is a power of a power, again, we're going to what? Multiply the degree. Okay, you're going to multiply the degree. So 2 times 3 is 6. I'm sorry, here, 2 plus 3 because you need to add is 5. Okay, please correct me. Okay, let me correct myself. I'm sorry. So here again, multiplication of monomial is you need to add a degree. While power of a power, you need to multiply the degree. So in this case, you have 2x squared. You multiply it by 4x squared. 2 times 4 is 8. And then you add a degree. 2 plus 2 is 4. That's why you have 8x to the 4th power. While on the second example, you have 2x squared. You multiply it by 4x cubed. So 2 times 4 is 8. That's why you've got 8 here. And then what happened to your degree? 2 plus, because you need to add 3 is 5. Okay, this is the correct answer. 8x to the 5th power. So power of power again, you need to multiply the degree. So 2 cubed is 8. Okay, it is 8. And here, the variable is 2. You need to multiply the degree. Again, 2. You multiply it by 3. You have 6. So
So the final answer here is 8x to the 6th power.
Alright.